Hey! Hi! How you doing? This is Ryan, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. And welcome to my first video of 2022. We're starting off swinging. Apologies in advance for the hyperbolic and somewhat misleading title. Now, while this video is partially a rant about gamers yet again, this video's overall message in the end is a positive and optimistic one. So let's get started. History has shown us time and time again, thanks to mountains of evidence online, that there's a disturbingly large amount of people on the internet who don't care about the truth. Now that's actually a pretty broad topic of discussion if we throw in politics, conspiracy theories, and flat earthers. God, how do people like that even still exist? But in an attempt to maintain our sanity somewhat, let's just stick with gamers for now. Let's not beat around the bush here. Gamers tend to care more about their feelings than the facts, resulting in the constant spread of misinformation, baseless accusations, illogical contradictions, and irrational reactions. Ooh, and let's not forget the absolute cowardice as folks divide themselves with petty tribalism into their own pathetic little echo chambers. One doesn't have to look far to find all of these despicable behaviors and more, whether it be on YouTube, Twitter, or Reddit. Couple quick examples. Just look at the controversy surrounding the video games The Last of Us Part 2 and Cyberpunk 2077. The amount of lies told about these two games, both in defense of and in opposition against them, it beggars belief. Excuses, deflections, outright fabrications, you name it, gamers have said it. But I gotta say, and if you know me, you knew this was coming, my simultaneously favorite and most despised example: gaming is dead. All new and recent video games suck now. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Let's be fair. I'll level with you. There are some reasonable concerns from the gaming community concerning the state of the gaming industry as a whole. The looming invasion of NFTs, aggressive monetization within games via microtransactions and loot boxes, just general greed from the big AAA video game publishers, certain video game companies, whether it's developers or publishers, not designing their games in a way that allows for historical preservation, video games not having enough development time to refine and polish themselves before releasing. Finally, and most important of all, video game developer abuse. These are all legitimate concerns, and I would never undermine any of these. But just because terrible, horrible, evil shit is going on in the world, it doesn't all of a sudden magically negate all the good. Yeah, undeniably, there's some horrible, vile shit going on in the video games industry. But there's also a ton of good and wonderful things going on as well. Especially in the AA and indie side of gaming, which all of you for some reason are very eager to dismiss and ignore. But that's the truth. And even though you may not care about it, you really should. I have seen so much rhetoric as of late from gamers saying that last year, 2021, was a meh year for gaming? Or an outright bad year for gaming? In terms of what video games we actually got?
2021 won't be going down in history as a landmark year in gaming.
2021 was also absent the flagship heavy hitters that can define a year.
"2021 sucked. It fucking sucked. Barely any games on my best of list are from last year, and there definitely aren't any 2021 AAA games on there."
Oh wow, you solely and or mainly focused on AAA video games and were disappointed by them. Going to willfully ignore all the AA and indie games that came out in 2021 that were absolutely incredible, like Loop Hero, Inscription, Solar Ash, Grime, Lost in Random, Pray for the Gods, Chorus, The Medium, The Dark Pictures Anthology, House of Ashes, Road 96, Tormented Souls, Ender Lilies, Tales of Iron, Strangeland, Chernobylite, Minute of Islands. Oh, and yeah, Kena, Bridge of Spirits. But those are all indie and AA games, so I guess they don't matter, right? You didn't play these games and or didn't hear about them, so therefore they must magically not exist. Or somehow not even matter when discussing the grand scheme of overall video game quality during a year. Here's the truth, folks. Gaming is bigger than you. Hundreds of video games release every year. There's no way to play them all. There are hundreds, no, god damn it, thousands of sub-communities of video games that are thriving and succeeding and growing and changing month after month, year after year. And let's be honest here, you have your own personal biases that keep you from trying certain video games, whether it's because you don't like a certain genre, you don't like a specific art style or a game's premise or setting, or maybe you're one of those batshit crazy Americans that politicize everything. Oh no, this game isn't hyper-focused on appealing to my political preferences. Objectivity be damned, you are now my enemy. Doesn't matter if you're left-leaning or right-leaning, you American gamers are fucking crazy. You represent only 4% of the world's population. The other 96% don't give a shit about your politics. And I hate to break it to you, video games are sold worldwide. And not just in America. What I'm saying is, both gaming and the world don't revolve around you, Americans. Humility is really trending right now, I promise. Side tangent aside, point being, despite the current state of gaming having many flaws and shortcomings, it's also filled with astounding accomplishments, beautiful works of art, inspiring originality and creativity. Gaming is really good right now. Hell, gaming is fucking great right now. And this isn't an opinion. This isn't my opinion. It simply is. You want evidence? Okay. Were there any video games in 2021 that released with good writing, good storytelling? Indeed there were. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, It Takes Two, Lost in Random, the Dark Pictures anthology House of Ashes, Chorus, Road 96, Scarlet Nexus, Tales of Arise, and many, many more I didn't get to play, and probably many I haven't even heard of. And that's okay. It's unreasonable, it's unrealistic to try and buy and play every single video game that releases in a year. But let's keep going. Were there any good multiplayer and co-op games that released in 2021? Forza Horizon 5, It Takes Two, Monster Hunter Rise, Valheim, Knockout City, GTFO, Century, Age of Ashes, Riders Republic, and many, many more video games that I haven't played or haven't heard of. Now what about single-player games? Oh, woe is me! What about the single-player games? I'm not even gonna humor this bullshit. 2021 was filled to the brim with quality single-player games. Don't even bother lying to me and wasting my time telling me that there wasn't. But you know what? Just to rub it in a bit more, Loop Hero, Inscription, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Little Nightmares 2, Lost in Random, Grime, Kena, Bridge of Spirits, Pray for the Gods, Chorus, The Medium, Scarlet Nexus, Tales of Arise, Road 96, Tormented Souls, Ender Lilies, Tales of Iron, Chernobylite, Solar Ash, and many, many more that I probably haven't played or haven't heard of. Gaming is bigger than you, and that's the truth. Hell, let's go even deeper. The world is bigger than you. All the events and issues going on in life right now, we will never have a clear 100% understanding of it all. We will all, always be ignorant on some level. And that's okay. We're only human. This is something we all need to accept the truth of. I mean, there's having confidence in one's abilities and knowledge, and then there's just straight up being a narcissist. And quite frankly, there's too much narcissism in the gaming community. No consideration for the harm that absolute generalizing, hyperbolic statements make. How they spread misinformation, misunderstanding. Really consider the consequences of making a statement like, 2021 sucked for gaming. There were no good games in 2021. 2021 wasn't a good year for gaming. How many poor souls did you just lead astray from even attempting to research what games came out in 2021 and missing out on some truly wonderful video games that may bring joy and fulfillment into their lives? Enable them to have some truly awesome experiences. Consider the dehumanization of video game developers you commit with those statements. How you undermine the works and accomplishments of indie and AA developers. Oh, gamers weren't happy with the AAA video games in 2021. They're saying the year sucked. Guess our games didn't matter. Guess we don't count. Here's the truth. Here's the truth y'all gamers should care about that you need to accept. There has never been a bad year in gaming, and there never will be. Every year, when AAA video games don't bring their best, there will always be indie and AA to pick up the slack and deliver some incredible quality products. Always! When? When have we ever had a year in gaming that didn't have incredible indie and AA games? Video games, gaming overall, is more than AAA gaming. It's more than your personal feelings towards AAA gaming. Video games, gaming is more. It's bigger than you, it's bigger than me, it's bigger than all of us. So stop trying to minimize it. No amount of your lying is ever going to make that a reality. I urge all of you, get out of your comfort zone. Play other video games. Stop playing the same games every year that apparently keep disappointing you. Look at indie games. Look at AA games. Just look. Do research. Browse the store pages. If you expand your gaming horizons, if you get out of your little gaming bubble, you'll find out very quickly that you're missing out on a ton of incredible, original, creative, one-of-a-kind video game experiences. And that's the truth. And I'd argue that you should care about it. Anyways, that's been a video, my first video of 2021. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did indeed, let me know in the comment section. Hit the like button. Please share the video on social media, Twitter, Reddit, and Facebook. And if you want to help out and support me directly, links to my Patreon and my Ko-fi are in the description down below. Thank you again for watching. This has been a video, and I'll see you all later.